Hello dear friends and welcome back to the channel. Today we're continuing Arcane and this is season 1 episode 4 and we expect a bit of a time jump here because, well, it seemed like they rounded off the first 3 episodes. It at least to me it seemed a bit like a round off.
Yeah, for like the first arc or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it seems at least, even though I do expect or will have expected some things to happen because, well, I know how some of the characters turn out.
Mm-hmm.
You seem also to be very into this, but with a whole different view, of course.
Very much. From someone who hasn't played League of Legends and know next to nothing about these characters, I am still so invested, again, just from the first 3 episodes, and the previous one was a real punch to the stomach there almost, and with the amount of characters that we lost, so I am also expecting for them to introduce some new characters here going forward, and then of course following some of the ones that we've already gotten introduced to, I can't wait to see what happens with the story and between now Vi and Powder. Like, I'm feeling that they're gonna be on somewhat opposite sides, and there's gonna be some sibling rivalry going on of some sorts, and just in general, like where Vi is, because she got snatched up by, I can't even remember his name, Marco or something. That's probably not it at all, but she got snatched up by that enforcer guy, who was also working with Grayson earlier, and Grayson also one of the characters that we lost.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, together with Milo and Cracker. That was the name. Cracker. Sorry. It's not that we don't care, just better names, remembering names.
Like they, I knew they were not League of Legends champions. At least they have not been added to the roster yet, as far as I know. So I did not expect them to survive anyway. So I didn't pay. I'm sorry, but I didn't pay that much.
Yeah, right, and maybe not be as important. And then we also lost Vander.
Yeah.
Definitely more of an important character here to begin with, and it's like the Obi-Wan thing, losing your mentor, losing the person who was supposed to, or who was like guiding you through things in life. What's gonna happen now?
But are you ready to jump into the episode?
I most certainly am. But before we do, gonna ask you guys to, as per usual, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, like and comment. Also, check out the Patreon page where we have full-length, uncut reactions. Watch the whole thing with us. Just sync it up to your own copy of the episode. And, they're all early reactions as well, because at this point, I'm fairly certain that we are done with Arcane over on Patreon. So if you want to watch our reactions to the entirety of the first season, then, you can do that by following the link down below in the description. There's also going to be a pinned comment as well, just telling you exactly how many episodes we are ahead. Again, most likely we're done with the first season. So check all of it out. Much appreciated. Now I am ready to jump into it.
Great. Then let's go!
Our city is about to turn 200 years old.
It's shaping up to be an amazing progress day. Stanwick Padidley. I don't know much about him.
Everything he built either exploded, melted, or toppled over.
Yeah, you mentioned those.
The council has recommended you give the Progress Day speech this year.
Whoa.
But
I agree with them. Your hex gates have done wonders for our city.
Hex gates.
People love a grand reveal.
Victor and I have just the thing. The next chapter of Hextech.
You certainly have something to live up to, my boy.
Wow. They are prospering.
Indeed. All of that prospering, I imagine it doesn't trickle down to the people in the underground.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah.
Oh! Hex gates, okay. Whoa.
So that's the Hex Gate. Okay. It's like a mass relay.
Yeah, it kind of is. Like, enables them to go into light speed and travel through hyperspace. Like, yeah. Piltover Progress Day. So many new inventions and stuff.
Trade and prosperity for our great city of progress.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Okay. Have we seen non-humans in this series before, besides that robotic fella at the council?
Have fun hurting the drunkards.
Happy Progress Day!
Yeah. Of course they're gonna be drunkards. Oh.
Who this? Well.
Hey, we've seen.
Yeah, I recognize these peeps.
Downtown.
Oh, is
And
that?
she survived.
Yeah, but is that because she's glowing blue? Is that from the? Oh, okay. So the masks are.
The firelights. Oh, wait. Okay, it's a whole different outfit. Like, they're not working together with... Okay.
Don't get up!
Is that the monkey?
She's here.
Yeah, that's the monkey. Yeah.
She's here. I guess they're referring to Powder or Jinx. Oh, that's creepy.
Boom.
Whoa. Okay, yeah. Brutal.
Yeah. Enter Jinx.
Hi.
Oh, damn. Who are we rooting for here?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait.
Time to leave. What the heck? She's got a Gatling gun?
You are supposed to guard the cargo.
What the hell?
Yeah. It's Jinx's main weapon.
The Gatling gun? And then she's got a lot of gadgets and really grew her hair out.
Professor, I'm so glad you could make it.
Wouldn't miss it for the world, my boy. What do we have on the docket?
He looks somewhat sick.
Yeah, he looks like old. Both.
Wait! Holy sprockets.
This new version is stable and absolutely safe.
Oh.
We present to you the next chapter of Hextech.
The Infinity Gauntlet?
The Atlas Gauntlets. The Hex Claw.
That is pretty powerful. Those things can also be used as weapons.
It's finally possible.
Anyway,
Anyway.
Give it a decade of careful research, and it will be...
A decade of careful research.
Oh, don't worry, my boy. It zips past you in the blink of an eye.
To you, maybe. Yeah. Raining. Sorry if you can hear that. Oh, he's still down there.
Caitlin Kiriman. Why does that not surprise me? Interfering in an investigation again. You're supposed to be guarding your mother's tent.
Marcus and not Marcus.
Marcus, yeah.
Since you're looking for more work, you can take the graveyard shift tonight at the fair.
Yes, sir.
Good. I want this one on a boat to Stillwater Prison.
Yes, sir.
I don't think that was the right call. She might have been able to actually talk to him.
Oh yeah, definitely not the right call. And here's the Undercity.
It looks much different since...
Yeah. Are they also somewhat prospering a little bit, or...?
Perhaps, yeah.
At least partying it up.
She fired on us.
There are always mishaps in battle. Don't disappoint me again. What happened?
She already told you.
Oh, she's up there. She heard everything.
Sisters, right? You can't live with them, can't stuff them back in the old baby maker.
Today's screw-up will set us back weeks.
She suddenly got a screw loose.
Won't happen again.
I know.
Are you doing fine here?
Take some time.
I don't need time.
Take it anyhow.
These people have nothing new to offer me. The only one actually worth my time is him.
The golden boy.
Oh, he's won Piltover's heart.
Man of progress.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
It's Heimerdinger.
When is it not?
We've shown him our research. He thinks we need more time.
Heimerdinger is a great scientist, but he's old. He only ever sees the past. Piltover needs a leader who looks forward. Someone like you.
Mm-hmm.
It's your speech. Give the people a glimpse of the future.
She seems very anxious to push that progress
Yeah.
as far as she can into the hands of investors.
It wasn't her. It wasn't.
Wow, that's a interesting layer.
Oh, just some wannabes.
Wow, was that Milo behind her?
Oh, I'm gonna show him. Y'all see.
She is dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Victor is definitely sick.
Mm-hmm.
Join me in welcoming to the stage, Jason.
Guess it's time.
Well, it was almost shot to death by that ray there. So.
Yeah.
A few years ago, the Hexgates opened their ports to the world and made Piltover prosper beyond anything we could have ever imagined.
Money.
Wait.
Gonna do a test, show that it is stable.
This year, we've created something new for you. Something that
Heimerdinger is not gonna be happy about this.
we'll share with you when the time is right.
Ah, okay.
We vow to keep pressing forward, for we are the city of progress, and our future is bright.
So yeah, dazzle them with some fireworks instead. They're not happy.
No. And Victor is not either.
No.
What are you even doing here, Kiriman? Don't you have a cocktail party to attend?
Wow.
Fire!
I was just about to say, wasn't that the place where Jinx was throwing off bombs off? Or
In there? In the tent?
is it a tent? Wasn't it like a silo or like a...
I thought it was like, oh, like she was underground. Oh.
I think you're right, she did it underground and then just... yeah.
Decided to do this because she wants to show him.
Yeah.
Show all of them.
The gemstone is gone, along with some of our research papers.
Oh, and she stole... How did she even know about it?
Perhaps she knew from... because she... the old...
She just wants to steal something and then she found that.
Mr. Tallis, could the trenchers build a weapon with the stolen crystal?
Shimmer? Body replacements? We've seen their ingenuity over the years. Of course they can.
Oh, is it the size of an eyeball, perhaps?
I have come before you to recommend that we suspend all Hextech operations until the situation is resolved, including our laboratories, the refinery, and the Hex Gates.
You would sacrifice your life's work?
Without the Hex Gates, my goods cannot reach foreign markets till winter. Am I to tell the Noxians their next shipment of wine will be vinegar?
Oh no, not the wine.
Perhaps the time has come to explore a more radical solution.
Radical.
I propose that a new chair be brought forth, and that House Tallis be elevated to this august body.
Does the boy have any experience?
Only that of a scientist, like Heimerdinger.
He's gonna give up his seat.
I believe Counselor Medarda is right.
Oh, you think so?
Hextech security should be administered by a scientist. I second the motion.
No, okay, they are gonna add another seat.
But that's the thing, if you have even seats in a council or something like that on a board, you can't really have a majority of
Yeah,
votes.
because it could be 4 versus 4
Yeah, it could be,
in some cases. So that's why you don't have an even number, I guess.
Do you have any idea what you've done?
Actually, I do. Happy Progress Day!
Oh, she built a doll that looks like Milo.
Yeah, that's so disturbing.
I've had a break in the case.
Shouldn't you be resting?
Oh!
While the trail is hot. Listen.
Oh! She said, well...
I think whoever attacked the square is our suspect. The same symbols...
Just some of the lines from a...
Okay.
I'm on the case. Stuff like that.
Yeah, there's one thing I've learned about the Council. They need more than just theories.
Since when did you concern yourself with the council's opinion?
Since I became a counselor. I was actually hoping you might consider joining my staff.
House Tallis security.
Okay.
But I already have a job.
No, you don't.
What?
After the attack, your parents spoke to the sheriff. This is the best I could do.
I don't need charity, counselor. Yours or my parents.
Kate.
Get out.
Stillwater Hold?
Oh yeah, that's the prison. Yeah. So she wants to probably speak with the guy again?
Who's in the prison?
The guy that she spoke to, the face tattoos and everything.
You sure it's him? What if it's Vi? No, okay. You're right.
Oh.
Damn, that's a big dude.
2135. Afraid that's not possible.
Why not?
Well, there's been an incident.
What kind of incident? I have to talk to him.
Oh, you'll be able to. As soon as he can move his jaw again.
Oh, no, wait. I think Vi beat him up.
Perhaps, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So Marcus just put her in prison back then.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, okay.
Damn it! Okay, yeah, we have definitely started sort of a new arc here.
Yeah, that was episode number 4.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, a time jump as expected.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, at least some prosperity both on top side and underground, it seems.
Yeah, seems like because of so much, like so many people now coming to the city, investors, and so much trade going on. Sure, some tourism and like the Piltover is being known as the city of progress, and they've got these hex gates that are, yeah, that's quite something. Being able to travel so fast and mentioned it's almost like a mass relay from Mass Effect, or yeah, akin to some sort of hyperspace light speed travel. So yeah, that'll do it. And we got Progress Day, and there's a lot of politics here going on behind the scenes, and I found it quite interesting with how Jace ended up handling all of it, because up until this point, like I didn't really know how to read him all the time, or where his character necessarily was going, other than like him making some progress with the inventions and the Hextech, but whether or not that was going to corrupt him or not, I guess is what I'm saying. But it seems like he is foremost, mostly, I just can't speak today. Mostly he is concerned with the security of the people, or like the safety of the people. And what Heimerdinger said, like, okay, maybe 10 years might be a bit of a stretch to do research, but like they still need to make sure that this technology again is safe, and do some more research before they unveil it. And
it makes sense. Like it takes a lot of time. I can relate from like the medical field, like where if you have like a drug or something, you have to go through so many like preclinical trials, and you have like 3-4 different clinical trial phases that you have to go through, and like it takes so much time and money and resources and, as you say, politics to just get. You
need to get a lot of approvals as well, right?
Yes, and then a lot of testing, and in this regard, it's like testing the technology and like the stability of it all, and how to prevent as much as possible to make it into a weapon, I guess.
So like I guess in a way it was a good thing that he didn't unveil it here, because now that it has fallen into the wrong hands, like people aren't going to immediately necessarily point fingers and be like, exactly. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. It's too dangerous. Why did you unveil it? But it was still there, and it was still his responsibility, and he was just ready to essentially like give it all up, or like take all the blame. But instead he got a seat on the council, which, as you also said, 8 seats on the council, that might be an issue when voting, and it has been 7 seats for, well, it must be 200 years, because the city is 200 years old. And now they have 2 scientists on there that might argue in different directions as well sometimes. But I like that they're not, even though Heimerdinger is kind of slowing down the progress for Jace and Victor, and he's not all in on this stuff, and just from what we saw earlier, like still I'm sure very concerned with what might happen, what it could bring. They're not like enemies or anything that. Like he's Jace still, Heimerdinger is still proud of Jace, and Jace still respects Heimerdinger, and I hope that continues, at least with them. And then there's everything else, of course, going on with Silco and with Jinx. And Jinx is a bit of a wild card, to put it mildly. she just does whatever comes into her mind, and her mind is already, she's scary. She's unpredictable and so dangerous. Really good at coming up with her own little inventions and bombs, but I do also find her character extremely fascinating, because like it is exciting to watch someone and you don't know what they're going to do or what they're going to say, and just how that's going to play into with now Vi coming back to the story. And she thought she saw Vi earlier, but it was just someone with the same hair color, and I got momentarily confused and was like, oh, that is like, okay, because of the time jump, and I was like, wow, Vi looks different already, or like looks quite different, but no, it was not her, and sorry for the confusion there. But that's also a new element, the firelights. Yeah. I wanted to say fireflies, but that's a different. Yeah.
It's a little bit like hard to figure out, because we do have like top side that's obviously like they are good, or at least it's the established people, and then we have the underground, and we could also see that the underground has changed a lot. And I think there's someone on the council that even mentioned that, the underground has not been kept in check.
Yeah, since Vandor
I guess
died, things have kind of run amok down there.
Yeah, and they haven't really kept tabs on them, meaning that they could. It's still like they could still just the chaos and all this like the crime could easily spill over to Piltover that they don't want. But it also seems that, because we don't know about the Firelights, whether they are like actively working against people from the underground, if they're actively working against people from Topside, or if they are just working on their own account. Because you can imagine that even though the prosperity of Piltover might be blossoming, some of it might still spill down to underground, but underground is still the underground, so it's still a lot of poor people, a lot of crime, a lot of nastiness. And then it's like, is it just like a dog eat dog world down there?
Doggy dog. It's a doggy dog world. Could be. I don't know where like they come from, the Firelights. It could also, like, it could easily be because there is somewhat of a unified front still in the underground, and I suspect like Silco has really taken control. But then there must also be detractors, and now there are different factions, and they are actively working against each other, where like they have sort of the same goal still, where they want to be treated fairly, which that's very understandable, but how they achieve it and who they see as like how they look at someone like Silco, so like the people following him and then people who are clearly not following him, could be the Firelights.
Two of them has escaped, at least from Jinx.
The person with the mask that we like, the owl looking mask that we also see in the intro. So I'm expecting for that person to be someone significant, but maybe not someone we've met yet. Or
I actually thought for a second it was Jin, but I think Jin looks different.
Jin? Is that a character we've seen in the series yet?
I'm not sure they're gonna show us in the series.
No, I was asking if it's a character we've seen yet.
No, we haven't seen him yet.
Yeah. Explosive beginning, at least.
Yeah, definitely.
And they're literally quite explosive. And we also followed what's her Caitlin? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Who's became an enforcer. Mm-hmm. But now, because of what went down, it seemed like her parents talked to them and was like, yeah, let's get her out of this for her own safety. And Jace also wanted to hire her for his security detail for her own safety, and like people just making decisions on her behalf. And she's like, no, I want to solve this. I actually want to do this job.
Yeah, exactly, and I think a lot like it's a trope, but it's a trope that kind of works, right? With like overprotective parents, they want to, because they are so afraid that something's going to happen to you, they're basically just going to box you in. A little bit like Tough from Atla, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Whereas like she's not able to explore the world, or just Caitlin just wants to solve mysteries and be a detective. And now she's not even allowed to do that. And I also think, even though it was for her safety, I also think that it's because Jace just wanted, he knows her well, so he knew that she wanted to do something with herself. But all he could, like, the best he could do was just a desk job. But she does not want that. And of course, I understand. Like, it's like, you want to use your brain, right?
Yeah, like she wants to do this thing. Like, she doesn't care about, I'm sure she's somewhat concerned about her own safety, but that's not, like, she's willing to put her life on the line to figure out what's going on here.
Yeah, and she was even mocked by the other enforcers that that she was posh. Or
she was like, they didn't take her seriously. Like, don't you have like a dinner party to get to?
And that's not what she wants. Like, no. Like, some people just don't want that life when they're born into it.
Fit into the mold that they were born into, or whatever you. Yeah. Exactly. So that's gonna be interesting. And now she went and wanted to talk to this one guy who got shot by Jinx, but he can't talk right now because Vi beat him up.
Because Vi remembered him.
Yep, from being definitely. One of the so as soon as he arrived, she was like, "Oh, it's you." Gonna beat the living crap out of you. And then we saw her in the end. And
we just saw her training her fists.
Yes.
Because that's what she was always good at. She was always good at beating people.
Yeah, she's more of a brawler. Brawler? Brawler?
Mm-hmm.
Brawler, yes. And Jinx is like using gadgets and weapons and stuff like that. Yeah, so there's a big difference between the sisters there and just their methods.
And it was kind of nice, and I know it sounds weird, but it was kind of nice seeing that gun, like her gun.
The Gatling gun, because
it's like it's her main kind of weapon, because like she switches between two. So that's the Gatling gun and another gun, throws rocket or shoots rockets. But yeah, like it's just kind of fun when you see their abilities, like where they come from, or at least like they're resembled in the game, I think.
Yeah, something very recognizable for the people who've played the game. Yeah, sure. But okay, some more setup for sure, and I think that's maybe gonna be like how the series is going to go with these 3 episode arcs, where we have
perhaps
some setup in the first one, and then the second one, some things are going to like spiral out of control, and then the third one is going to be the big hit.
I don't necessarily think that it's going to be like 3 episode arcs.
No, okay.
Perhaps it's just going to be like we just had a 3 episode arc just to kind of set up where they are now.
Okay, and then
what's going to happen.
And then the 6 episodes, or now 5 that we got left.
I didn't know there was 9 episodes. I thought it was 8, but.
No, that's why I said 3 episodes arc, because then it fits, and it's kind of like Andor. There were a lot of like 3 episode arcs in Andor.
Right. It could be, I don't know, but and I've spoken with someone who watched it. My cousin watched it. They said that they watched it 3, maybe 4 times.
Whoa.
They really like it a lot.
Yeah, okay.
But they also said that it was really nicely done, the way that it's like constantly moving things around, like perspectives and putting like things on its head and stuff. So I'm really interested in seeing like where they're going with this whole like I think we've already seen a lot of this, like with this shifting of perspectives, because people from the underground is not necessarily evil, because they're just like, it's just a tough life.
Yeah. And of course, we can see it from pretty much everyone's perspective, and even the greedy people on the council
exactly.
Experiencing progress. Like, yeah, we don't want to let that go now. We're getting even more.
Yeah, exactly.
Money in here.
And it is like we don't really have clear-cut good or bad guys.
No.
It's just about.
I sort of like that as well.
Yeah.
Like, still don't trust someone like Silco at all, but I get him, and I get why he wants to do something about their situation down there, and why he's done with playing nice. And yeah, also get someone like Jinx, you know, to an extent, and like how she's been treated and thought she was abandoned, and has issues. Yeah.
Like seeing dead friends, stuff like that. But and a person we haven't seen actually, Echo.
Oh yeah, we didn't see Echo in this one. Yeah, that's right.
So
the little man.
The little man. So where is he now? And he's
maybe he's the one wearing the mask.
Oh.
I don't know if it's someone that we know.
Perhaps.
We'll see.
Right now, I was just like, we haven't seen him.
Yeah.
I think that's the only character we haven't seen Singed either, but he kind of blew up. So
that was the old guy down in the lab,
yes, right?
Yeah. But expecting for him to show up again, because he's a character in the game, so he must.
So
fair enough. Yeah.
Do you have anything else to add?
No, I think we can safely move on to Danish word of the day here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, it's Progress Day, so you mentioned progress.
Yes.
So let's just go with progress.
Let's go with progress.
Yeah, the Danish word for progress is
fremskridt. As you can see, spelled out on the screen, progress. Fremskridt, sort of a flat, silent D.
Yeah.
And at the end again, but other than that, it's pretty straightforward, like fremskridt, like forward step.
Yeah, step
so
forward,
it's like something that's moving in a direction, progress, fremskridt.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Danish word of the day.
But that concludes this reaction and review of Arcane Season 1, Episode 4.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys so much for watching. It has been a pleasure. We hope you enjoyed it. And thank you so much, and we'll see you very soon. Bye!
Bye, guys.